Be aware of the ego because it wants to turn you into a slave. It is like a voracious lion whose appetite is never quenched. It constantly needs more and more and more and more food. And one of the ways we neutralize this is seeing beyond the illusion. We see that television, media, and external forces have figured out a brilliant way in which to give us a false sense of ego enhancement, which lasts very short, and we become their puppets. And a lot of people might not even agree with me, might not even admit it. We're under the illusion that we're free. Meanwhile, we are so busy chasing external things. I can't tell you how many people I talk to that want to be famous, want to be rich, want to have power, want to have status, want to be beautiful. All these wants become our masters. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with wanting, but where does the wants come from? Does the want come from ego, or does it come from the spirit? Does it come from your heart? Does it come from the soul? And there's just a complete difference. And as you begin to realize the voracious appetite the ego has, you're aware of how it becomes the epicenter of your universe. Our whole lives begin to revolve around feeding the ego. And upon awakening, you start disengaging, you start unplugging. You're no longer susceptible to those external forces that want to pull your puppet strings. You just don't care. And you realize the meaning of life is not making a name for yourself, not becoming somebody, not getting notice. The purpose of your life is discovering your true nature. And you could say, you know what? I am stillness. I am serenity. I am peace. I am quietude. I am softness, gentleness. And it just like totally takes the weight of the world off your shoulders. And then you could start finding out, what is my purpose here on earth? What's my purpose? And it's not externally driven. It's internally driven. And you're guided by that. So it's very dangerous to watch television, to be susceptible, exposed to advertising, especially for children, to read the magazines, because what they hold out for us is golden carrots. They say, here, chase this. And it's on such a subconscious level that we obey. Okay, you want me to chase the new car? Okay, I'll chase the new car. You want me to chase a house that's going to take me 30 plus years of my life to pay, that's going to force me in a job, 50, 60 hours a week. Okay, I'll do that. You want me to buy the right clothes so people will like me, and all these things are golden carrots. I can't tell you how many, living in Los Angeles, how many actors and actresses you meet that their whole life revolves around becoming famous or becoming discovered or making it, instead of doing it for the love of the craft. Saying, I love acting, or whatever it is you do, I love it so much, I do it for free. It's not for money, it's not for power, it's not for fame. But that golden carrot that they swing out in front of us, we're like a dog. Just, okay, we'll chase it. We'll chase it. And it no longer becomes us living our lives. It becomes external forces guiding and shifting and molding us. And for some people it's very obvious, and for other people it's very happens on a subliminal level, and they're completely unaware, under the illusion that we're free. So it's strange. I mean, starting from a very young age, from our parents, from school, from peers, everybody holds something out in front of us. And it's amazing how much self-sacrifice, detrimental self-sacrifice, we engage in to chase these carrots. And really at the expense of our spirit. And when you realize, when you see the carrots for what they are, they're just short-term, quick fix drug highs that don't last, and you just need a brand new carrot. You say, man, all these things, the bill of goods that the world has sold me, the wool that has been pulled over my eyes, no longer drives me, no longer it's the focus of my life. And you just look at men and women as well that work these crazy hours trying to climb the corporate ladder and trying to get more money, trying to just make it. Excuse me. It seems like we all just want to make it. We all want to become somebody. And everyone has their own story and own agenda in making that happen. And I'm just here to tell you, it's so fleeting. It's so temporal. And it really can waste a lifetime. We could spend hours and hours consumed with triviality. And when I say triviality, I mean things that are just short-lived and don't last. Pretty much everything that feeds and massages the ego. So how do we discover our true nature? How do we unplug? Well, as I said before, it's simplifying, stripping away our material possessions, stripping away our obligations, responsibilities. Allow your spirit to be. When our lives are so complex and complicated and we're being tugged and pulled in every direction in the material world, it doesn't allow room for the spirit to breathe. But when we strip away and realize that, possessions, we don't own possessions, possessions own us, and that saying could be leveled across the board for everything that we think will make us happy external. If we just look back in our lives, look back at the history and see, what? All these things that I've been chasing have not made me happy and are very temporary. So what would make me happy? What would give me that inner peace that we so desperately seek? And it's just a refusal to stop chasing carrots, these golden carrots. Stop chasing, stop striving, stop with the ambition and the workaholic mentality and need to be someone. You already are someone. And that's the most beautiful thing. And then this shift, a beautiful thing, an amazing thing happens, is that we no longer live our lives begin to live us. And it's not an efforting, it's not a struggle, but we are just guided. You just feel, I feel like I want to move in this direction, or I want to move in that direction. And generally, that direction, once you connect with spirit, is helping other people, is loving other people, is spending time with friends, family, people that you care about, or sharing a passion with other people. There's so many beautiful things to pursue in the world. Let's not bury ourselves in a grave by pursuing egoic things.